Dog, yo dog, what are we doing today?
We's washing cars,
That's
man.
right, dog.
Yeah.
Post Malone, what are we doing today?
We're gonna clean some cars because it's the first nice day we've actually had in months.
You see here, when I moved to Atlanta, Georgia, I didn't realize I was moving to the UK and/or Portland and/or Seattle because all it does is rain here. When you do get the sunshine, you feel like a vampire and you're like, oh my God. So today's video is super simple. Literally just gonna hang out, wash some cars, and enjoy the really beautiful day. Right, Nick? Yep. Slash Post Malone. Honestly though, it's one of those things where it's so bright out today that my skin's not used to. I'm probably gonna burn today. Washing my car. So recently I put the VMP Gen 3 supercharger on this car, on Mr. Smurf, and just the heat exchanger fans alone, they're these big giant Spall fans. Even when you just turn the ignition, it's like a windstorm. And you're like, is something wrong with my car? I've never really asked you about your car. We've only had it in like Patterson Car Care ads and whatnot.
Well, it's a 98 M3. Mainly just, it's still NA, so I mean, you know, mostly bolt-on stuff. I got active AutoWorks headers, track pipe, 24-pound injectors, 3.5-inch Porsche MAF.
Oh, you have a Porsche MAF on it?
Yeah, cold
that's
air
cool.
intake.
So I recently went to this car event at Zen Racing. It was like a Zen Racing open house, which was really cool. This really cool guy had the Fox Buddy swapped New Edge Mustang. It was really strange, but it smelled really bad when he started it up because the exhaust was so intense. But he showed me these things, the fuel additive that makes your exhaust smell good. So like we have what?
Baby powder.
Baby powder, we got blue raspberry, we have groovy grape.
Like baby powder.
Yeah, it like you would open a Johnson & Johnson bottle and be like, fumes. Because my Integra is burning oil, so if I ever do have to just move it and get it around, it doesn't smell
Stinks, yeah.
terrible. But we put it in Nick's car yesterday. He was driving around and he smelled like baby powder everywhere we went. They claim it doesn't hurt anything. If you guys know if it does, please let us
I
know.
don't care if that engine goes, it's getting an S54.
Nick is my beta tester. Hot Rod Hippie. Groovy Grape. I think this is my favorite one other than baby powder, because baby powder is just like a mind game.
Yeah,
you just don't know what it is.
Smells like baby.
Here's the baby powder, as you can see, the most used one. Got cherry bomb, got tangerine, and basically blue raspberry. Burnout blueberry, just for Smurf. By the way, not sponsored. I just thought it was kind of a cool idea, definitely. One of those things though, you can't really do a full video on that because you can't like see a smell. It's not smell-o-vision like back in the day where they tried to do that in movie theaters and it was a huge failure.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, like you'd walk in and there'd be like a flower field and they would just shoot out incense of whatever flower it is.
If it was a bad smell, then...
And they would put a bad smell in there and you're like, why are you doing this? Okay, so Mustang is now rinsed. You wanna rinse it from the top down to the bottom. Santiago, what's your opinion of this fine day?
It's nice and warm, feeling fresh and breezy.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Hey, how fresh and breezy.
Super fresh.
Okay, next step. Patterson Car Care Autophone. Shoot, how resilient our bottles are. I think today's video point is essentially that washing your cars with friends is really fun. What do you think? I think, like personally, I think it's therapeutic. Just to like wash cars on a really nice day with your friends. And now that it's actually nice out, it's like, oh, thank God.
Wash it by yourself, it's just not as fun. I mean, like, it's tedious. I mean, you could play, I don't know. It's more chore-like. It's all right.
So much a thing to do on a Saturday.
Exactly,
it's like, I'm just doing this to
when
clean
you're
it.
with friends and,
Wash, got nice thick car wash. There we go. This is actually the older one. We actually just changed the scent of this to Hypermint Wash and it's freaking awesome. All right, nice and sudsy. SpongeBob got the suds. All right, so we're gonna use this in some clean water and then we're gonna put the auto foam in her. Okay, pour a little bit of foam in here. The reason I'm gonna show you clean my wheels again is I wanna thank Calvin Malley, who actually was the first person to review my wheel cleaner, and he totally loved it. Because he had white wheels, which are like almost impossible to keep clean. But it was awesome of him to do that review. He wasn't sponsored or anything. But the wheel cleaner guys, you guys seem to love this stuff. So I just wanted to thank you for that. Some people haven't been generous enough with it. I've watched a lot of other people's reviews, but you just have to be, you gotta be generous with it. And this is 32 ounces. You're not gonna run out, it's fine. So what it's doing is targeting the iron and the brake dust, and you can literally see my entire rotor is purple now. Oh my gosh, Smurf, you're bleeding. Let me save you. This is the most satisfying thing to do in a car wash ever.
Legit.
You should put in us trying to get the thumbnail.
Yeah. The struggle is real for the thumbnail, okay? Oh, wait. Nick, why you let your wheels get so bad?
It's been raining, dog.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, so what happened to your other car?
Just decided to swap the engine in.
E46.
Yeah.
Wow, I don't think there was enough brake dust, Nick. What you doing? Hey, what are you doing?
Cleaning your garage.
Hey, what are you doing?
He makes me clean his garage.
Hey, no, I don't. Hey, what are you
'Cause
doing?
he doesn't do it himself.
What?
Called out.
No.
Exposed.
What would that Dude in Blue exposed video be like? Tell me.
He doesn't clean.
What? That's not true.
He doesn't cook.
I clean outside, as you can see.
Clean cars.
Yeah.
I clean your garage for you.
You do it because you do it on your own. You love reorganizing.
Well, because you are so unorganized. Listen, he is so unorganized. And there is a bee in here.
There.
I'm out.
Kill it. Get it.
I'm not getting close to
Use
it.
your Puerto Rican spice.
That's for you.
I got my auto foam done, so now I'm just gonna do some soap. Start from the top. There you go. I'm here with Santiago Flores. What can you tell us about your personal experience today?
Well, today's experience have been pretty chill, hanging out, watching cars, doing our thing, you know? It's a good time.
All right. So Smurf's all cleaned up for the most part, but it has been a while since I've done something like a weekly show or Q&A or anything like that. So I went to my Twitter at ThatDudeinBlue and asked for you guys to, on the spot, ask me some stuff about ThatDudeinBlue and car reviews and all that kind of good stuff. So let's get to it. Carlos asked, who created the first dual overhead cam engine? That's actually a good question. Hey Nick! Yeah. Who created the first dual overhead cam engine?
Oh, that's a hard one.
Guess what era it was?
Like 50s, 60s?
No, earlier. When did the Titanic sink?
In the 06?
1906?
Right?
No,
You sure?
1912.
Was it really?
So yeah, so the only reason I remember this fact is because the Titanic sank on the same year, but Peugeot did it.
Oh.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of the dude who did it, but somebody who worked for Peugeot did the first dual overhead cam. We learn something every day here at That Dude in Blue. Is mayonnaise an instrument?
No.
I think it is. Leo says, how is the Mustang holding up with the VMP supercharger? Perfect, it runs, it drives, and I've given tons of people rides in it. I freaking love it.
Still haven't ridden in it.
Hey, we'll get to that. If you could coyote swap any car or truck, what would it be? What about like an old F100 truck?
That'd be pretty cool.
That'd be cool. Like the Expendables truck?
Oh, that'd be
The matte black one that West Coast Customs did? That thing was sweet. Why do you think that car YouTubers don't do a lot of older classic cars? Trucks, classic muscle cars, etc. I'm personally more interested in those things than seeing 1,000 imported GTR R32s. Yeah, I'm actually like kind of surprised that we haven't already gotten Skyline fatigue. And then we finally got them here in the US, and then a ton of people bought them. They're awesome cars, they're incredible. There's a reason why they have such a good legacy. But at the same time, yeah, so many people jumped on it. What do you think of the R32s now that we've had them?
I mean, there'll always be great cars. They've always been great cars. But as far as why YouTubers don't do a lot of older, like classic, especially American stuff, is a lot of them are rusted out, and the ones that are worth it
Yeah.
now are really expensive.
You're dealing with a lot more than usual.
You're dealing with a restoration rather than just
I mean, my S13 might as well have been a classic car because it had rust and everything else. But my answer is also, this sounds kind of sad too, but look at the numbers. I mean, typically when people post stuff about classic cars on YouTube, I think our generation is more into the 90s and they're more in, or 80s, 90s, and future, and etc. I think we're more into that kind of era overall as a generation. And even though I personally love classic cars, they do typically struggle to get kind of the traction as some of the more modern cars. So that's probably my answer. Have you thought about buying a GT350 or the new GT500 when it comes out? In order for me to get the new GT500, because it's estimated to have like a $15,000 why? $15,000 markup, there's no way I could do it because it's probably going to be about $85,000. And a lot of people on YouTube think having a lot of subscribers means like a bananas amount of money. It's not that way. More based on viewership than that. But I would pretty much have to sell all of my cars in order to get it. Plus, I'm trying to finish this basement, so that's important. And my shower decided to have cracks in it, so I have to renovate that too. So that's all gonna take time and money, unfortunately, not for a brand new car. Plus I need to get a truck and a trailer for all of my projects that I already have before jumping onto that. If you had enough money to buy any car in the world and make any modifications to it, what would you buy? If I had unlimited money, I would have a Koenigsegg. I think that's like my #1 unattainable dream car. You know, that's way out there. But no, man, there's something about driving like a modified supercar, like the twin turbo Huracan I did, and also even something like a 720S. You modify a 720S, they are so fast because they basically start off as almost 9-second cars from the factory, which is already bananas. Are you going back to Virginia for some night move shenanigans? I actually will probably be going to Virginia at some point this year. I'm not quite sure when, because usually I'm just visiting family and stuff of that nature. So it'll probably be, you know, like I go to Richmond, I do stuff in Richmond, and then I go back to Virginia Beach. But yeah, it's been good here in Atlanta because the car events here just literally never stop. There's always something to do here in Atlanta, and that's why in the long run it was definitely worth moving here overall because I'm never short of anything. It's incredible. But Virginia definitely struggles with its car scene with it coming and going constantly. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching this fun little laid back video. I hope you enjoyed it. What do you guys think about hanging out with buddies and washing cars? I will see you guys next time. I upload every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, and have a wonderful day.